Lindeman, another track meet, went down to Texas and fared pretty well, actually, even a school record down there, right?
Yeah, it was exciting to get on the road. We had a Mill Air canceled at the last 11th hour, and we took a bus. And but we were so glad to get to Lubbock, and Texas Tech is an amazing facility. They are probably contenders to win the NCAA title, along with maybe Texas A&M, who was also there. So we had 2 Pac-12 schools, 4 Big 12 schools, and an SEC school, and ourselves. And that was it. There were no other non-Power 5 teams, and our kids did a great job. We really held our own. And I think I want to focus on three of our women who had terrific performances, and starting with Aubry Ridgeway. A school record, fastest time. She's a senior, and fastest time she's run since she was a freshman. And 24:64 school record. It's a quality school record, and she competed really well against some pretty amazing athletes from the Big 12 and Pac-12 schools. So very proud of her. And then junior Michelle Roca had a PR in the 400. Ran low 57s, and great, she competed really well. And then Katie Thompson, our freshman, I don't want to call her a sensation. I don't want her, I don't want her head getting any bigger, but she has been sensational, and she ran the 6th fastest 60-meter hurdle time in Air Force Academy history. In just her 3rd hurdle race, her 2nd one in a meet, in a real meet. And so those women are the nucleus of a really good team. And then you put them together with Michaela Norris's, who ran, we'll let Coach Cole talk about what she did yesterday in Las Vegas in a cross-country meet. And we've got a solid group of women. Our high jumpers, our throwers are improving. 4 senior female throwers. In Megan Carbiner, Addie Smith, Donna Boer, and Kat Sobas. They just improved from week to week, and it was fun to watch them compete, and they competed well against those schools. So really proud of them.
Yeah, and on the men's side, not to leave them out at all, there were some good performances there as well.
Yeah, Cameron Harris came back from a stumble the week before, made the final against those schools, and ran 8:08, his best. He's knocking on the door of getting in our top 10 all-time. Our 2 high jumpers both took jumps at what would have been personal best, 6'9½". Both of them end up making 6'7½". Greg Skaggy got on the books with a 17-foot pole vault. Hayden Bullock looked really good in the shot, and Jarrett Preet in the weight. And so it was a good, well-rounded performance. Frank Rossi has just worked so hard and ran a really nice 800 and significant PR, and we put him in on the anchor of a mile relay that ran 3:14:40, which most years is enough to win the Mountain West Conference title. And so we were excited about that performance. And then our quarter milers ran really well, and in particular, so Zach Dicken from Coppell, Texas, takes a stumble in the 400. He's moving into the lead. Takes a stumble, he makes the guy behind him stumble. They almost go down, but they didn't. And he finished the race, and he came back with a vengeance the next day and ran a 46.7 leg on our 4x4. And we're excited about that 4x400 meter relay and what they're going to do ultimately. So yeah, it was really good to get some different competition that we're used to seeing here in the Front Range. And granted, we haven't had much competition yet this year. This week we're had on our schedule to go to CU Boulder for a meet we always enjoy in their indoor football practice facility. They got a really nice track, and their institution and their county won't let them host meets. So we're going to go up to Wyoming instead, and they have a nice, good old-fashioned triangular with Colorado State and Wyoming. They're calling it the Wyoming Power Meet. A lot of power events, ballistic events, not any distance events, and not many events on the oval, but we're going to go up there and bring about 40 of our athletes up there and see what we can do. We know we're guarded against bringing too big of a travel squad. We just don't want to pack them onto a bus and create some super spreader event. So we're putting 20 people on a bus, which is what we did last week as well. And we'll do that going up to Laramie this week, and then we go to UCCS and for a meet the following week. So keeping it local, and not that Laramie's local, but keeping it in the conference this week, and then next week keeping it local. And we're excited. A lot of our kids are going to get a shot. And then also next week we're going to take about 19 athletes to Iowa State. We're going to run a bunch of distance events there. We're really excited. We're trying to juggle, and I'll let Ryan talk about this a little bit, but we're trying to juggle a cross-country season and an indoor track season. And some of those that ran yesterday in Las Vegas are going to come back and run in Iowa State next week. And we'll take that 4x4 there as a reward for what they did this past week, and let them go against some more Big 12 schools and the Missouri Valley Conference and so on.
Yeah. Since it is such a shortened season, can you really gauge how good your team is at this point? I mean, obviously they're competing
not quite
against those
yet.
teams.
I told the team after the meet, we showed some glimpses of becoming a really good team that I hadn't seen a week before, and I think we're going to get better each week. And we're really pointing indoors at this championships at the Peak meet we're going to have in late February, and then move right into outdoor. Segue right into outdoor. Maybe we can get an athlete or two or three to the NCAA Indoor Championships in Fayetteville, Arkansas in mid-March. But right now, the outdoors is the thing we have to really look towards.
All right. Ralph Lindeman, thanks. Good luck again this weekend.
Thanks, Brian.